How about now? Is it working now? Hey, we are back. My weird face. Okay. You can't see yourself. Oh. Yeah, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I have to switch the... I gotta switch the camera angle. Flip the phone around. Thank you, Matt. Oh, jeez. I'm a big dumb animal sometimes. Yes, I am. Here we go. All right. I feel like I should clean the screen. It looks weird. I'm going to clean it off. Okay, we're good? You can see my... Let's see like where my hand is right here. Is this good here? I want to just make sure I understand where my field of view is. So it's a little higher. Okay. So up here. Okay. We're good. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. How about we just go? So I'll get my wallet. Just a friendly reminder, I won't be able to check the chat while I'm walking around, but I will be thinking of you all. Oh, I pressed the button. I hate when I press buttons. I think I just pressed the volume button, so no worries. I'll probably check one more time when I'm on the streets. Once I hit the streets and I know where I am and I know what I'm doing. I got my wallet. I'll get my keys once I'm putting on my shoes right now. That's why you're not seeing a very good view of what I'm doing. This isn't going to be a real long trip because I don't really need to go to the bank. I don't want to walk all the way to get to the bank. I want to eat lunch. But we might. Boy, it looks like it's going to rain. All right, sorry, we're going back in. I'm going to get my umbrella just in case. Whoop. Don't want my phone to fall out. Okay. Okay. Once I get out on the streets and we're in the clear, I'm going to double check that this thing is working and I'm not just looking like an idiot just for fun. There has to be a purpose behind it, right? Oh man, I'm hungry. Have I told you lately that I'm hungry? All right. Now, while we're walking down the road, I'm going to double check, make sure that I'm not all by myself. Hey, Timmy. Timmy's with us. Timmy Paulin. Sorry, that's my finger. We're walking down the street, Tim Paulin. We're going to the market. Good morning, my brother. All right. I don't know if the chat's working. There's nobody saying anything, but we're still here. That's good. Yes. Purposefully idiotic. That's right. We are being idiotic on purpose. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to shove this back in my shirt. We're going to walk together. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat. Unfortunately, I have to at least appear to be like a normal human being and walking down the street with a cell phone sticking out of my chest. That's what normal people do. Yep, because that's where I keep my phone. That's how the police do it when they go undercover. They just have a phone sticking out of their chest and they're like, yep, what I'm doing. Sights and sounds of Brazil. Traffic. Looks like it wants to rain, but we're not going to let it rain on our parade. Good times. Well, Tim, while I can't see the chat, you feel free to update us on what's been going on. Did you have a nice nap? I think you worked and came home and you're just now waking up, right? You're going to do some streaming. Matt's working hard at his job, lurking on the chat, making sure that I know when the chat's working or not working, along with Terry Jack and some other folks. Bones is Also lurking. Okay, calma. Look at this cat. Did you see that cat? He just hissed at me. I thought he was going to jump at my face. I wasn't even paying attention to him. All right, now we got to look both ways because pedestrians do not have the right of way and they will not stop for you. They will run over you. So, gotta wait. Wait. Lots of cars. Lots of turning. All right, after this motorcycle, we are go. Let's go get some food. I want to get 2, but I won't. That's selfish. Tudo bom, você? Queijo.
Só?
Só um.
Pra viagem?
Sim, por favor.
Queijo.
Obrigado. All right, pastel's done. Queijo.
Já foi lá? É o limãozinho do limãozinho ali.
Boa tarde, tudo bem?
Boa tarde.
Ok. Acho que 5 centos.
5 litros?
Não, 5 litros não. Não, 5 litros não. 5 centos de uma garrafa
Uma garrafa pequena?
de... Sim, uma garrafa bem pequena. É difícil.
Leva grande.
Leva grande.
A grande
Acho que é grande. Minha esposa e minha filha, eles gostam
Limãozinho.
bastante, eu também. Mas caldo de cana com limão.
com limão.
Litro.
Um litro com limão. Vou fazer pra
Limãozinho aqui, assim, sorte. Aí, irmãozinho.
Waiting for the food to get ready now. So yeah, this is how it works. I don't know if you can see well. They're going to be making the caldo de cana, and they shove the grass, as it were, the sugar cane. They shove it into that machine, crush it multiple times, and then they get the juice. And then, I don't know if you can see next to it, there's the dry caldo de cana that's been squeezed. It's in the bag there. I don't know what they do with that actually. Maybe grind it up. Yeah. They shove it in this little machine. And that's how they juice it. Make it good. Yum, yum, yum. Caldo de cana. Sugar or water. Sugar juice. Love it. Pronto? Beleza.
débito.
Débito.
Tá bom, Dona Bia. Dona Bia, aí ela falou pra ver.
Segunda via.
Por favor.
Obrigada.
Muito obrigado.
Bom dia.
Bom dia para você também.
Falando por que não falo? Não sei.
Não sabe falar muito.
Ainda estou estudando inglês.
Ah, sim.
Ainda estou estudando.
Ah, você está estudando?
Comecei agora.
É? Muito bom. Em uma escola ou
Eu estou
na
estudando
internet,
em
em casa? Você tem um aplicativo que você
Eu
está
tenho
usando?
aplicativo,
Qual?
Duolingo.
Sim. É bom.
Muito bom.
Você usa 15, 20 minutos cada dia? Vai dar certo com o tempo.
Há 2 semanas usando
bom.
1 hora por dia. Tá sendo muito bom.
Muito bom.
Eu estou adorando.
Gostoso.
É bom, né, com limão.
Você é da onde? Estados
Gostoso.
Unidos?
Sim, Estados Unidos. Um estado pequeno, se chama West Virginia. É um estado de caipiras. Meu povoado tem... Povoado, né? Uma cidade pequena.
Cidade pequena.
É, tem 7 mil pessoas.
Nossa.
Só 7 mil. Essa cidade é grande em comparação
A gente
do...
conheceu o Brasil.
Aham.
My English is not very good.
Ah, yes it is.
Tá vendo aí?
You have good English.
É,
So do you understand very well?
sim, entendo.
Yeah.
Bem.
Okay. So now I know when I come to the market I can practice with you.
Que legal, vou chegar lá.
Okay. Muito bom.
Viu aí? Tá vendo aí? Tem
Eu acho,
Vamos praticar.
eu acho muito bonito.
Yeah?
É muito bonito. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Tá bom, seu
I think Portuguese is more beautiful.
sotaque, está bom? Very beautiful.
Maybe British. Da, da Inglaterra.
É Inglaterra?
Inglês em Inglaterra é mais bonito que inglês americano.
Sério?
Sério?
Britânico, não é?
Yes. How are you today? Hello, my name is Lucas. I'm from Britain.
Tem duas.
I'm from England. Blá blá blá. O sotaque deles é melhor, eu acho. Algumas pessoas não concordam, mas
É no copo, né?
É no copo.
Ó, tem 3 fichas dela hoje, certo?
it is
E ela
caldo
pegava
de
o
cana.
tempo dela. 28. É isso?
Ele deu assim, tinha 2.
3.
Ah, tem 3? Tá.
Ah, isso.
Você achou?
Fala bem, porque tá falando bem português, né?
Às vezes sim.
Às vezes.
Depende do dia. A hora.
Foi boa.
É, verdade. Certinho?
Certinho.
Muito obrigado. Como se chama?
Luciana.
Luciana. E você?
Gilson.
Gilson. Gilson, Luciana. Gilson. Gilson. Ok, Gilson. Luciana. Luciana, um prazer. Eu sou o Lucas.
Aí, Lucas.
Na próxima vez vou praticar seus nomes e vamos praticar inglês, ok?
Com limão, pura
You too,
batatinha.
Gilson. Let's practice English,
É.
right? Até mais. Tenham uma boa semana. All right. Tchau, gente. All right. Got the pastel. We got the caldo de cana. And we even had a little conversation. I did not know she wanted to learn English. I have talked with them off and on. Oh, a little bit of rain. I have talked with those fine folks off and on for the past 4 or 5 months. I come to this market at least twice a month, I think. I don't know. I don't keep track of such things. Even though I have a journal and I write in it often, I don't remember anything, so. Or I don't write about my visits to the market. They're not always this exciting, but because you guys are with me, and it just happened today that she wanted to practice her English. She got brave. So that's really cool. Heading down the street, heading back to the house so I can talk to you guys and not feel like everybody's like, why is he talking to himself? That, and it's raining. And I'd like to get in the house before the rain really takes off, because I have a feeling it's going to. I do have a feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh. That wasn't very good, but I'm playing it safe because there's this lady to my right smoking a cigarette. I don't want to freak her out. Tonight's gonna be a good night. All right, sing a little more. That's it. For real, I'm done this time. I should have looked both ways before walking across the street. As you can see, I was only looking forward. And that's not the safest thing to do, but this is Brazil. We just do what we want. It's like Mad Max every day here. Motorcycles driving everywhere. People crossing the street without looking. And of course, right now I could be talking to myself and I lost the feed, the stream, whatever. But hopefully you caught some of that and got to experience the street life of Brazil. Boa tarde. Tudo bem? All right. All right. All right. That's locked. Walking up the steps. Play-by-play with Lucas Ham Swisher. Leave my umbrella out for it to dry. Get some lunch. I might have to dirty some dishes because I don't know if this pastel is going to be enough. So we'll start with the pastel. You got to eat it when it's hot. If you don't eat it when it's hot, it gets all cold. You know, fried food is no good when it's cold. No good at all. So don't eat any of that. Okay, back in the house. Nothing has changed, thankfully. Everything looks good. We're going to switch from shoes to slippers. Not allowed to do socks and sandals because earlier the chat was too good for that. And they did not allow me to use socks and sandals. Okay. Let me go get walk in here and get this is what I'm using to put to kind of, whatever it's called, to set my phone up. I use this. This works for my old iPod, little speaker deal. I need to invest in a Bluetooth speaker someday. All right, let's see if you guys are still with me. Hey, Timmy Pollen, I want to visit Brazil. Well, you know what, Timmy? You can. You just got to save up a little cash and join me. The camera's here, not over here. I'll be right back. I need to plug my phone in. All right. I gotta plug in my phone. I'm working my phone really hard today. This is the most I've ever worked my phone. Not ever, but in a while. This is easily the longest I've ever streamed. And then I need to get my computer just in case the chat stops working, because it will. All right, we have our cup from I don't always bring the cup. This is the creme de la creme right here. Caldo de cana, pure sugarcane juice, as it were, water juice, filled with lime and natural sugar. This stuff goes right to the brain, right to the heart, right to the organs in my body. And then, I'm gonna put this back a little bit so you get a better view. Yeah, that's better. Then I can show you the pastel once I figure out where. Let's just dirty a dish, shall we? Okay, you guys still with me? I'm going to get in the chat real quick to make sure all is well. Ugh. Play. Hello. All right. I'll switch to, all right, good. I'm going to switch to Wi-Fi in a second, but first I'm going to introduce you to my little friend, the pastel. So, are you ready? So, pastel is pretty much fried pastry. You take it out, try not to make a mess. It's a fried pastry here, about so big, and inside of this is cheese. Lots and lots of cheese. I'm gonna eat it. Then after that, I'm gonna fry up some tortillas, beans, and cheese, which maybe you may or not have experienced. So you're gonna get to watch me cook that, because I'm extra hungry today. Streaming has built up an appetite within me. So, Let's eat it up. Let's chat. Let's try to. Now you guys get to see a different viewpoint. For breakfast, I was facing my stairs. Now I'm facing mine. You can see my family. Different pictures. You can see my dishes. You can see the fake flower that our church got for my wife for International Women's Day. All right, let's see. Still here, still here. There's not a lot of cheese in that there's not a lot of cheese in that think of a pasta L. Okay, maybe there's not as much cheese as like in a mozzarella stick. Is that what you're meaning? No, pasta L. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Thanks. Thanks, Mark. For a split second, I was like, Mark, who are you talking to? Who is Ken? I'm Ken. Thank you. So, Mark Boucher in the house, my GMG brother from another mother. Welcome to the show. We're about to eat lunch. Have you eaten lunch yet, buddy? What are you guys up to? Have any of you guys eaten lunch yet? It's like noon 30 in the east, so that means it's 11:30 with Tim, right? I think. I can't type right now. That sign of a pasta L. Matt, you need to take a nap. I'm just kidding. Okay, so this, caldo de cana. Sugarcane juice. About to drink it up. I'm not drinking all this. I actually got a big one so that I could share it with my family because they love caldo de cana. It's all natural. It's green-ish yellow. That sounds really gross. It actually looks kind of like mustard, not to be confused with moussard. All right, let's continue. Negative, about to get some though. Sweet. Get that lunch, my friend. And then Arctic Warlock said, no lunch for me yet, trying to wrap up work. Sorry, I'm not helping that situation, but you keep wrapping up that work. Tim said, yep, I don't eat anything until around 3 o'clock. That's right, because you're night shift, man, so your lunch, breakfast, dinner, sleepy time, it is not at your average bears, so I completely understand. So cheers. Shaking my head. Of course you show up when I say the bad things. Patrick. Silly goose. All right, I'm going to pray real quick. You know what? I'm going to pray with you guys. Father, I thank you so much for this day. I thank you for this food. I thank you for my brothers and occasional sisters that have joined on the stream, that are here with me. I pray you bless their lives wherever they have lunch, whenever they have lunch. God, and bless them, direct them, and all that we do in our lives, bring you praise. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. All right. It's time. Oh, yeah. Can you take that? Here. Let's see. It looks like a deflated Hot Pocket. Yes, it is. But if there was no cheese in this, it would be like paper thin. But instead, it's got cheese. It's got grease. Yum, yum, yum. Amen. You know, funny thing about amen, I forgot to tell you guys when we were talking about pets that I trained my dog Hope, the German Shepherd we had, I trained her to wait to eat her food until I either said, take it or amen. So sometimes we would pretend like we're praying, say amen, and then she would eat her food. It was really cool. I think I filmed it once, but I lost that video, so I have no idea where it is. Ah, bless this moussard. This liquid moussard. Here, do you guys want to try it? Get in there. Yep. Just smell it. It's good. So good. I wish I could bring some from Brazil, but you guys are going to have to come to me if you want to try some. When you're really hungry, stuff tastes so much better. So, I'm chewing. What are you doing? Patrick, you get some work done? Well, I'm going to try to let you guys see the inside of this. Maybe. That's not working. No, never mind. There. That That doesn't help my cause at all. If I actually got something other than cheese, you would see like the filling, like if I got meat, they have ground beef sometimes, you can get shrimp, whatever. What do you see? Watching you see. Oh, right. Basketball. Are they winning? How's everybody's brackets doing? I didn't ask. My wife is beating me by 2 teams right now. Her bracket is doing better than me. That's true, you can't hear and see me chewing, I'm sorry. I'll try to be quiet. That's not gonna work. So, did you guys all fill out your own personal brackets? Sorry we didn't get one from GMG. I got my dates all mixed up, and that night that I said someone post it, or someone make the brackets, or put the link or whatever, we still had a whole other day to do it, and I didn't realize it, so my bad on my part, because the next day I could have set up a team, and I didn't. Winning 18-5, nice. Well, I got Cincinnati going all the way, so they better not disappoint. They better beat their teams by 20 points every game, except for the championship. They can only win by 6. I filled one out in 2 minutes and don't plan to look at it till the final 4. Oh, there you go. It's like a short-term, I don't know what, I can't think of anything where. What is that like? That's a good idea. I have a hard time doing that, but that's a good idea to just fill it out and then not look at it till the end to see what you got. Chewing. So, I don't know what to say right now. I'm just in the moment. My computer keeps making noises because I have alerts coming up and I need to mute it. So after this, what's everybody's status? Is there anybody who's up for any kind of gaming? Overwatch? If Shelter were if Jonathan was on here, I'd say, hey. Pat, or Tim, really? Tim says, no way Iowa beats Cincy. Wait, that's Iowa regular, right? Not Iowa State. You're with Iowa State, not to be confused with Iowa. Am I right in that? You'll correct me if I am. But I was about to say, wow, way to not stand behind your team. But you're a Cyclone, not a, I don't remember what Iowa is. Beavers? Iowa Beavers, right? I think that's right. I put money on it. No, I wouldn't, because I know I'm wrong. Mark, I'm so sorry, Mark. It is sad that you can't stick with us a little longer, but you gotta work, man. Someone's gotta be productive. And I'm sorry that the majority of the time you've been here, I've been eating. Which we talked about our pet peeves. So I'm sorry. Conch? So yes, Tim, I will have you know that you already saw my brackets. My wife picked Ohio State to beat Iowa State. I was like, no way, man. Iowa State all the way. So your team better show up. If those Buckeyes beat the Cyclones, I'm going to be highly disappointed in them and in you, because I had faith in you. And your team. So music, since you only have 20 minutes left, how's work going? How's the land of car dealerships and driving stuff? Any drama? Any crazy stuff happen? Anybody with drugs in their trunk? Yes, the Kong Show and SpongeBob. That's the first thing I thought of too. Hmm. All right. You get a break from me chewing for a little bit. So, Bones, you going to be up for gaming this afternoon? Or are you going to be busy working? That's glad to hear, Timmy, that I'm fine this round, no promises the rest of the way. That's good, because that gives me one extra point from my wife. And if the more they go, the more points I get that she doesn't get. That's the key, picking the right team to go. So far, the two teams that I've missed, Marquette was one, which I knew I shouldn't pick Marquette, but I picked Marquette. Marquette and someone else. Sounds like someone's here. What time is it? No, that's not mine. That's nobody I know. Anyways, yeah, so Marquette and someone else, and I didn't have them going any further in the next round. It gets bad when you lose someone and then you have to mark out like 3 rounds ahead. That's the worst, when you get busted. So, Music said, no drugs today, LOL, pretty much status quo. Fair enough. What are you going to do? Sorry, Matt, to use fair enough. I don't want to use it wrong because I know you don't like it. But fair enough. You know, what are you going to do? Not every day can be people breaking the law and bringing drugs to the car dealership. So, let's see. Patrick said, when are you thinking of gaming? I'm thinking in the next 20, 30 minutes after I make one more thing to eat because I'm still hungry. Yeah. Liberty? Yes? Mark said his alma mater made it to March Madness. Mark, I'm blanking. You didn't go to Liberty, right? I know you worked at Liberty. Remind me of your alma mater. My memory is not serving me correctly. And of course, Matt laughed, LOL, because I made reference to his fair enough. Which every time I say fair enough now, Matt, I think of you. I need to start just making it like, if I say fair enough, that means God's telling me to pray for you, so I'll work on that. Yep. Oh, man, it's so good, College County. I'm going to put the rest in the refrigerator, or I'll drink it all. That's right, I thought you went to Liberty, so cool. All right, man, 20, 30 minutes. It's a date. Till then, I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm gonna make something. Oh, every now and again. So this little place at the Feta, they sometimes just randomly give us free little snacks, like on top of what we pay for. They just randomly give us gifts. If for every 4 pastels you get, they give you a 5th one for free. It's awesome. So it's really healthy and good for you. So I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna make a tortilla. Let's see. My dad said fair enough last night, and I laughed. Yeah, every time I hear fair enough now, I think of Pat, or I think of Matt. So that's hilarious that your dad said that. I'm gonna shift the screen a little. I need to keep it plugged in, but you'll be able to see me right here, I think. Let's see. You see me here? Hi. And then I will put the computer. I'll bring the computer to us. And then while I make my food, we can chat. Okay? Okay. All right. So here we are. I'm going to describe what I'm making because I am. Let's see. I'm in the fridge now. I got to find the refried beans. I have to smell them. Got to smell them to make sure they're still good. We're good. Now I'm going to get myself 2 tortillas. I need to get the pan I just cleaned. This is my least favorite thing to do. I do not like using my pans right after I clean them, but I'm hungry because I have to. So, get 2 tortillas. We're going to make like a tortilla refried bean sandwich. I need cheese. Cheese, check. Beans, check. Spatula, check. Hey guys. Double checking my chat capabilities. You can see me typing on the screen. Yeah, except his is way better because I don't have a good location to do this. So you're getting to watch me from the side. Guess things don't pan out for you. Haha, Mark, good one. Welcome to the Brazilian Ed Placencia cooking stream. Thank you, Tim. Yes. If only I could do Ed Placencia justice. I don't want that one. So first, you start your oven. Do not put it on the highest setting because tortillas cook very quickly. Then you can put one down to fry. Then you get your, so just to show you guys what I'm working with here, I got the rest of my refried beans. Yum, don't those look good? Those are refried black beans. And then we just, my neighbor is singing, then you just slop it out onto the tortilla. Get it all out there because I'm only making one of these. And like it or not, I'm making one of these. I don't have enough for two, I don't think. It doesn't look like enough. I've made enough of these to know. I just know that I'm right about what's going on. So, oh no, I need that. I tried to put my spatula in the sink. Don't worry, it didn't touch the sink. And then we spread it around. So here's what we're working with this, just to show you. So it's fine. Oh no, that's not gonna work. So now we're spreading it around on the tortilla. I need to go back to the fire because the fire is just burning, not doing anything. And you try not to burn your fingers. You guys with me so far? Ed is Brazilian fresh, that is right. So we get rid of that. More dishes to clean. So, then we get some cheese. This is called queijo prato. It's just like regular cheese. It's not cheddar cheese. It looks like it should be regular cheese. But I would say it's more like hardened cheese whiz. And it's called queijo prato. It's not very good, but it's cheap. And so sometimes when you're working on a missionary budget, you just go with what you can get. My preference is always mozzarella. I love mozzarella, the flavor of mozzarella. I think mozzarella goes with everything. But you can use lots of different cheeses for this. I don't remember all their names, but if Barnaby Butters was here, he's Mexican. He knows lots about cheese. That's not a generalization or a stereotypical thing. Mexicans are awesome with cheese. So, what? They have the meats. Arby's. Where's the beef? I'm getting there, Tim. Don't rush me. I'm getting to the meat, okay? If you want to get real crazy, after you put the cheese on, you can also, I like to do a little deli meat. So I'm going to get a little ham here. I'm going to just put a slice of ham. So just give a little meat. I don't have any good meats to put on it. Put a little slap. Grab a little one of these little deli meats on there. And just slap it on there. Boom shakalaka. Then you get your other tortilla. We're making like this is my tortilla. The flour tortillas don't really look that different. It is an integral or a wheat flour tortilla, so that's a little different. I don't know if you've had wheat or flour tortillas. Oh yeah, I really know how to sell it, don't I? Hey Mel, how you doing? Oh, I'm talking at the, hi Mel. Glad you can join us, Mrs. Hollywood Bones. Yeah, I really know how to sell that queijo prato, calling it hardened cheese whiz. Yeah, so I'm going to put my ham away. I also like to get a little butter, keep things healthy. Get a little butter and put it on the tortilla to help encourage it to brown a little more. This is my butter, see? Real butter. Don't do margarine. Margarine's bad for you. Your body was not made to absorb margarine. Your body, while not also made to absorb butter, will accept it better because it's natural. So, of this like this is kind of like when you go to a little place and you want to, this is like putting oil on yourself when you really want to burn your skin when you're suntanning. This is what I'm doing here. And you hear that crackle? Isn't that nice? That nice crackle? That's what you want to hear. It's bringing the flavor out of, I've never done this before, I don't know what I'm saying. You can't even see anything. It's hard to get the right angle, but yeah. I'm just spreading the butter. You know how to spread butter. It's not like it's not amazing. Spreading butter. So I'm spreading the butter, not burning myself. I'm doing this very much the hard way, but you can ask my wife, that's how I like to do it, the hard way. That's pink. All right, here we go. Barnaby, you've returned. You're back, Barnaby. Are these pancakes? No, they're not. I'm making tortillas, beans, and cheese. The Swisher way, I guess. You missed part of it, but you can go back, just scroll back or back up. Or when it's a video and you can watch it freely, watch it then. But I was just talking about you, brother, because I was talking about all the different cheeses you can put on this. And I said, since you're Mexican, you can help us with that, because Mexicans know a lot more about cheeses than I do. So, one of the best episodes of Seinfeld was when Kramer spread butter on himself to get a tan. Yes, every day there's something that reminds us, something from Seinfeld that reminds us that we can think of in real life. Just what you said. Oh no. Oops. Just messed that up. Ah! I didn't flip it over right. There we go. Now I'll put a little extra butter on this already cooked side, just to make it that much healthier for me. You don't have to overdo the butter, just enough to make it glisten. Get that shiny, glistening beach bod. It's a much better beach bod than the real ones. Alright. That covers that. And that concludes how to make tortillas, beans, and cheese on the skillet. That looks like a pancake. Oh, Barnaby's already got it. BRB. See you later, Barnaby. Thanks for joining us. So you hear that sizzle. Listen. Yes. Look at that golden brown. Isn't that nice? Let's not burn myself. Let's see what the other side looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's good stuff. Now let's put it on our plate. Oh, we got some beans that slipped off. Turn off the oven. Always turn off the oven. That's a very important thing to do. And when you get the little crunchies that fall off, you always eat those because those are yummy. The crispy stuff that you get, if you ever make this, you probably won't, but if you do, worth a try. All right. Bacon sizzle. Yes. Bacon sizzle is the best. We actually have some bacon in our... Oh, my table's dirty. Nothing like a good sizzle. Oh, you guys aren't looking at me. Yeah, bacon sizzle is one of the best sounds ever. All right. Back to the second half. That is correct. Don't burn the house down. Well, that's healthier than the Wendy's that I had for lunch. That's true. But you know what? I would have joined you for some of that Wendy's because I haven't had Wendy's in forever. Second round of breakfast. All right, I'm going to eat these. Breakfast? No, this is lunch. What's wrong with me? Second round of lunch. Oh wait, I got to show you the. Here, these are my free little crunchies that I got from the pastel lady. There you go. There's my yummy tortilla, beans, and cheese pancake. You see my parrot? You didn't see that earlier, did you? There he is. And now I'm eating this again. Now you get to watch me eat again. Mark, did you already leave? I'm chewing again if you want to turn up the volume. Well, it was like me eating chips on the show. Oh man, that was so fun. Love it. Mel, why are you telling me this stuff? He said we just made bacon in our air fryer for the first time and it was fantastic. No grease splatters to clean up. That sounds magical. Absolutely magical. I need a nap. Alright, I gotta use a napkin sometimes, you know. I gotta be civil. Oh no. I didn't think this through. I can't get my fingers under this tortilla. Improv callback, yeah! Alright. I need a fork. I gotta eat this like a civilized person, because it's just too sloppy. This isn't working too well. So, oh gosh. So Mel, how's life with 3 kids? Oh my gosh, that's hot. Woo! Thank you, Jesus, that's hot. Whoa. Tell me true, you guys and gals. Do you prefer to eat your food hot, warm, lukewarm, or cold? I like warm, bordering on lukewarm. No, I don't like lukewarm. I like warm. How dare I what? What'd I do? Are you talking about my comment to Mel about raising 3 kids? Come on, man. Now you know it's coming more often than it's not. Ooh. Yeah. Jerry Jack, that's good. You're going to make a good missionary. Not only being a good dad and a good missionary, because a lot of times the food that comes at you is either going to be lukewarm because that's the way it's served, or because your kids have distracted you long enough, or because you're talking and conversing about life and you don't have any choice but to eat lukewarm food. So keep that quality. That parrot's from Costa Rica. Mindy brought it from the U.S. We hung it up in the U.S. for a little time, and then when we moved to Brazil, she brought it, and we hung it up here. So now it's our little friend, the parrot. It's our only pet right now. Let's see, I have 2 at home today. Claire's at school, and Pat is working from home today. Moms never get warm food, that is correct. And that's why my wife always serves herself absolutely last. Like, if I try to serve her too early, she's like, no, we got to take care of the kids, and then I will serve myself. And I'm like, okay. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's look at... Ew, I'm going to stick more in. Let's see, I like hot food. The only way to cool it down is to cool it down while it's burning your tongue and you're breathing out profusely. That is the worst, man. That's the worst. I do not like that. That hurts me. All right, I went to the market. I'm not going to the bank. I'm taking it off my list. I am going to give my son a haircut, and he's going to trim my beard later today. So next on the list is gaming with Patrick. I guess we're going to have to do that. Gaming. I'm almost done. I'm halfway through my tortilla. For those just turning in, I'm eating a tortilla tuttered with boast, buttered and toasty, with black beans refried, hardened cheese whiz, and a slice of deli meat, ham. I don't know that it's actually really ham. It's just sliced mystery meat. I'll say Clark's food has to be perfect. I think that's little boys. My son is exactly the same way. He has a little fan that he uses to cool his food down with. That's hilarious. Actually, you know what? My son, his food has to look perfect, but he can eat it hot. My daughter's more like me, and she has to have it warm. It can't be super hot. That's funny. Funny. This was a good follow-up to pastel, because pastel is just fried food, fried pastry and cheese. It's not good for you, and it doesn't leave you like, I'm full. This is warm and good. I'm sorry, I'm not like the most dainty, proper eater. I just kind of shovel it in. But I do the kind of cooking show where I show you how to eat it, and then I eat it in front of you. And the only way you're going to get the food is if you make it yourself. I can't make it for you. By the time it gets to you, it will be green, or cold, or both. Close up of the sugarcane juice. It's so good. I wish you could try it. For a second there, I had a sugarcane juice mustache on my mustache. So peeps, we got any weekend plans? What's up going on this weekend? At our school, we're having, at Mindy and my parents no. At my wife and kids' school, we're having International Festival tomorrow during the day. And so we are going to go to the school and eat lots of international foods. It'll probably be international because there's a lot of Korean, Japanese, just Asian countries in general represented at the school. And so we'll be eating a lot of those types of food, along with Brazilian food, American food. It should be a fun time. So we're doing that tomorrow. So Mel, glad you asked. Sugarcane juice is when they take sugarcane, which is pretty much the main source for sugar in Latin America, and at least in the Americas. And it's like a big, tall grass. It's very thick. It looks almost like bamboo. They put it through a machine, and what comes out is this juice here. And sometimes you can get it, you can drink it puro, you can drink it straight up. It's very good that way. It just tastes like creamy sugar water, which I know doesn't sound good, but it's wonderful. I love sugar, so anything you put sugar in. You can ask Matt, when he saw me make my coffee this morning, or Barnaby, I put about half a kilo of sugar in my coffee. That's not true, but that's what Barnaby said. And then you can put fruit juice with it. Like this one has lime in it, and it's like a limeade drink that's very sweet. You can do pineapple. You can do lots of options. It's good. I'm going to have a little more. I got a big jug to share with my wife and to share with my daughter. Maybe my son, if he's not feeling all like, what's it called? If he's not feeling all complicated and picky, then he'll drink some, but if not, more for us. Yes. As Tara Jack just said, he had a splash of coffee with his cream and sugar. Yeah, Tim Pollen. Sugarcane juice, basically Mountain Dew minus the chemicals. That is correct. And it's a more natural sugar, so it's okay. And it does look like Mountain Dew because it's like a greenish yellow. Very true, very true. It is worth a try. So when you guys are ready to come visit Brazil, do a personal trip, do a mission trip, I will be here. And I will introduce you to the finer things. We'll have lots of fun. I could do it in one bite, but I'll do it in 2 bites. 2 more bites. And then what? I don't know. And then we'll go from there. The end. I clean my plate, more or less. So this is what my plate looks like after I eat. My wife's plate looks like this after she eats, the bottom. Clear and white. She has the ability to like completely clean her plate when she eats. It's amazing. I am not like that. And I don't know how she does it. I mean, I'm trying to do it now, but I can't even, like, to scrape my plate. That's an awful lot of work, but I don't know how she does it. My daughter's the exact same way with the mess. And my son. Kids are kids, so. All right. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Next phase of the day. I can't. I'm cleaning up this table. I can't get it all off. All right. Oh, I don't even know how to say this. Oh my. We got 2 people in here. 2 new folks. We got Sturlosos and Raquel and Sturlosos. So, Sturlosos said, "Are you a pastor?" Yes, Sturlosos. Sorry, Losos. I am a pastor. I'm a pastor and a missionary in Brazil. I'm from the United States, from the state of West Virginia, and I've lived here for the past 7 years as a missionary in the Church of the Nazarene. Sturlosos. All right. Nailed it. Nice, brother. How about you, Sturlosos? Where are you from? If you prefer Sturlosos, we can call you Sturlosos. If you prefer another name, you can mention that name if you want. And then Raquel, praise the Lord, brother. Thanks for joining us and today. And you can also introduce yourself as well. So, do you have to connect with the Brazilians by doing BJJ movies on them before preaching? No, not in this part of Brazil. I'm in the southern part. I'm in the city called Sao Paulo, which is in Sao Paulo state, which is very, very, very developed and modern. The areas where we need to do more, I said BJJ movies. BJJ. I don't know that I know what that is. I was thinking of like Jesus film. You're going to have to explain BJJ. I've learned so many acronyms both in the US and Brazil. I don't really know what the BJJ is. I'm from Australia. All right. Jiu-jitsu. So, all right. First of all, Sturlosos, that is awesome. You're from Australia. Really cool. Glad you can join us. I am curious to know what time it is right now. I want to say it is at least, I'm going to say 11 o'clock at night, midnight. I think you're ahead of me if I remember correctly, if my geography, prime meridian education is correct in my head. But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, yes. So, okay, now I understand. There are lots of ministries within the Nazarene Church and within other churches that do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but it's not a must. It's definitely more of a ministry form where kind of like doing, like in the U.S. we would do basketball camp or we would do sports training, like kind of to compound that with sharing God's truth and building relationships with Him. But there are a lot of people that do Jiu-Jitsu, that do Taekwondo, that do mixed martial arts as a ministry, so it's very common. You might have been asking that as a joke, but it's actually a real thing here. So, let's see. They probably don't call it BJJ. Yeah, you're right. They don't. I think they usually just say Jiu-Jitsu. It's kind of like when people say, "What do the Chinese call Chinese food?" They just call it food. So yeah. 4 a.m. Oh man, I was way off. I was like 5 hours off. 4 a.m., sir. So are you waking up early or going to bed late? Sturlosus. I don't even remember how I said it the first time. I'm ruining it. Sturlosus. Yeah, Sturlosus. But yeah, that's awesome. Raquel, where are you from? Coming at us asking about Jiu-Jitsu. Do you yourself know Jiu-Jitsu? I don't know any, so I can't add any to that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. What are you going to do? I also flinch very easily when stuff comes at my face. It's been since I'm a little kid, since I was a little kid. So, but let me know. I just finished lunch. It is 2:11 in the afternoon in Brazil. What? You guys are late nighters there in Australia. So both Raquel and Sturlosus from Australia. Crikey. That's awesome. I love to meet people from other countries. Since doing occasional Twitch streams, I've met people from Thailand, and I met someone from Denmark, someone from Germany. I've met a number of people. That's really cool. Late night gamers. And then you just stumble upon a non-gamer Twitch stream where some random guy's eating breakfast. Or no, not breakfast. Why do I keep saying that? Eating lunch. I'm actually about to go play some games with my buddy Patrick. We're about to go eat? I'm sorry, I've been talking too much. We're about to go either play Overwatch or play No Way Out. A Way Out. Patrick, I don't remember what is the name of the game. We're all gamers at heart. That's kind of true sometimes. Even my wife, who's like the kind of person when they play games, like doing this all the time, she doesn't like to really play those games. She loves to play Candy Crush, Angry Birds, all those kind of games. So, yeah. Yes, I got late into the game, so as Raquel said, heck yeah, Overwatch used to be my jam. So I got into Overwatch late, because I started Overwatch when someone bought it for me. My good friend Chad Fackler, who was on the stream earlier today, he bought me the game, looking out for a poor old missionary in Brazil. And so I'm getting very late into the game, but I love it too. It's a good game. It's not quite my jam yet. I'm also very much, my jam probably right now for Rio is Fallout 76. But I'm kind of biased in that because I'm from West Virginia, and the game is set in West Virginia, so I want to play it more and more. He went to do some work. No worries, Mel. Thanks for looking out for him and for me. Let him know that when he's ready, just pop on the stream, and then I'll go right in and we'll play some games. But yes, so Raquel said, is A Way Out the co-op game where you escape by telling the other person what to do? Something like that, I don't know. It is the escape game where you're in prison and you're escaping and you have to work together. He and I, my buddy Patrick and I are going to play it, so we're getting into it. The reason I'm doing this crazy stream is because our podcast got 15 reviews/ratings. And every 5 reviews, we've said that one of us in the podcast would do something crazy. It was my turn, and Patrick, one of the guys on the show, one of my friends on the show, said, you should just stream all day. And so that's what I'm doing. I went to the market twice, washed some dishes, talked to a guy that lives in the Amazon, near the Amazon, in Portuguese and English. I've done a variety of things. It hasn't been an overall productive day, but I did finish some dishes. I might work on my Sunday school lesson later. And then I'm going to play games here in a few with my buddy Patrick, and later cut my son's hair. So it's a good mix of crazy stuff that we're doing. Prison. Is that some kind of sick convict joke? WTF, bro. No, it's not like Shawshank Redemption on PS4. So A Way Out, the premise is that you and a guy are trying to escape a prison. I don't know what you've done. Again, I haven't played the game. I just heard about it. And it's a 2-player couch co-op game that you can play online. Only one of you has to own the game, but I think it's on more than PS4. I only have PlayStation systems other than Super Nintendo, Nintendo Classic, and Wii. So I have Sony and Nintendo systems. I don't have a Wii U or a Switch. Not that cool. But yeah, that's the game. Nothing nefarious, nothing Shawshank Redemption inappropriate. It's just, not that I know of. I haven't played it yet, so it's going to be a surprise to me when I see it. I need to put this in the fridge. This is my caldo de cana sugarcane juice. It's yummy. If you don't know anything about it, I'll gladly tell you. Or Mel can tell you about it because I let her know about it and she can share. I'll be right back. All right, put that away. I'm going to throw away my trash. So, Raquel, sorry, I didn't think Switch was cool until I played the newest Zelda. And then Sherlosus said, heck yeah, Rake, you a straightening toddler. I'll be honest, there's part of me that's like, yeah, Nintendo is for kiddie games, but I have heard good things about the newest Zelda game. My own personal opinion is, for the price that Nintendo costs to play, I don't connect with their games, but if their games were able to come down in value and be a little cheaper to keep up with what they do, I would be willing. But I've kind of gone all in with Sony. I have the Vita, I have PS4, PS3. When I go to the U.S. in June, July, August, whenever I go, I hope to get a PSVR. I'm kind of like, I just can't afford to really get myself into both systems. So I appreciate what Switch does, but I also sometimes kind of feel like Shirlosu Sensei toddler games. What are you going to do? Let's see. Rake said, nah, the newest Zelda was legit mind-blowing, like one of the best games I've ever played, hands down. I've also heard that a lot from people that I respect, very much so. So I won't knock you on that. Hands freaking down, it is so good. And then Strolosa said, hands up, brother. And then Rake said, hands up. Oh, yeah. Terry Jacks, Nintendo is certainly a different demographic. A lot less Fallout 76 for sure. Yeah, it definitely hits a better different demographic, and I think that as my kids get older, I'll probably get back more in Nintendo if they want to. But if they don't, if they're fine playing whatever I have on PlayStation, then I'll probably stick with that. But there's not a lot of option for kids in PlayStation. I feel like they try to do some kids games, but it just doesn't work. Sometimes it does, but for the most part, they're for the teenager to adult gamer. In terms of the content they come out with, yeah, I'm more of a teenager to an adult gamer, but I appreciate what Nintendo does, so it is what it is. I'm going to take this to the sink and throw this cup away. Yeah. I need to wipe the table. It's dirty. All right, so Nintendo is certainly a different demographic. Oh no, I already read that. That's Terry Jack. So Stralosa said, all you need is a Nintendo 64 and you're good. I'm pretty sure that's even more kiddie than Switch, Stralosus. So, what made you move to Brazil? Was it hard to leave the American life behind? So, Rake. I'm just going to call you Rake instead of Rake Ayal. Rake Ayal was making my tongue twist around. So, Rake. When it comes down to it, I did not go to Brazil to convert the heathens, as Strelosas mentioned, probably as a joke. But I came to Brazil initially just to teach English. Many years ago, when I felt a call or that God had given me a purpose to be a missionary because of the passion I gained from traveling the world a little bit when I was 16, realizing that I love to meet other people, to encounter other cultures, like seeing how in a sociological and I don't know that word. In a sociological way, like how our cultures are so different, but they're so similar, and like how things match up, and then when they don't, but how when we focus on the similarities, like I feel like we're able through culture to reach a new level of purpose and existence and joy and like a new form of satisfaction within being connected with other cultures. And so I say all that to say is that when I felt a desire to, and I felt a call to be a pastor or to be in the ministry or give my life to sharing God's truth and helping people and encouraging people on a mental, soul, heart kind of way, interacting with other cultures just for whatever reason became more naturally, and I just had a desire to go overseas to see other cultures and do that. So Brazil in particular was more of an accident. I came here in 2003 for a month and a half mission trip, and at the end of that time a Brazilian told me, you're going to come back. And I said, I doubt it, because at that time I was studying Spanish. My wife is Costa Rican, and I thought we were going to go to a Spanish-speaking country. And then 9 years later after that, we're back in Brazil, and we came to teach English, to start a study abroad program with my father-in-law. It didn't work out. But then after that, we just kind of prayed and kind of decided, let's see if God has a purpose for us, if there's something about Brazil that draws us in or we want to do. And we built relationships with people and learned the language, Portuguese. And this is our third city we've lived in. We hope to stick here for a while. My wife teaches English in a school, and my kids go to that school. It's an American school, but it has Brazilians, Koreans, Japanese, Americans, all a big mixture of cultures together, and it's really awesome. And I'm a pastor in 2 churches, a missionary, an English teacher, and so I don't know. I love the Brazilian people. They're both warm and friendly, and very much like Americans. The culture here is very much like the U.S., which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. They can be very. What's the word? They like to spend money. They like, I don't know. They can be very affluent, I think is the word. So like we have huge malls like they have in the U.S. and they try to emulate the American culture. So it's very interesting. So that's the long story, the medium story of what brought me here to Brazil. So yeah, Rake is Gucci, like a brand of clothes, Gucci. Or are those just purses? I don't know. I'm not really good with the brand of purses, fashion lines, and all that stuff. So, yeah. So that's what brought me here. And I was going to tell you guys that if you listen to podcasts, sorry, I'm going to look at this real quick. So Rake said, nah, I meant Rake is Gucci, as in it's good if you want to call me that. Oh, Gucci, yes, Gucci. So in Brazil, people actually pronounce good, Gucci. So now that you say Gucci, I think, oh, Gucci, it's good. Got it. Gucci equals good, yeah, equals sweet. And thank you for sharing, my sir. Yeah, man, that's part of the reason I'm here, is to share and connect with people. Like I said, I'm doing this in part because of the podcast I'm a part of. The Good Morning Guys, you're welcome to search for us. If you listen to podcasts on, as they say, podcast services around the globe, we do an episode every week where we just talk about life, talk about games, video games, sports, our own lives and practices. We share with our community stories that they share, questions they ask, and it's just a fun conversational podcast. You're welcome to join. We're also on Twitter, Discord, and you're welcome to join there if you guys do that too. So, Patrick has not told me he's ready yet to play. I was going to find something. Matt, I'm done with work now and ready to start my PTO vacation next week. I may get back on later today sometime. Take care, everyone. Lucas, it was fun watching. Take care. Hey, Matt, Mr. Arctic Warlocks, you have been a constant presence in the stream today, and I appreciate you sharing your work time with me. So thanks for coming on and reminding me or helping me make sure my chat's working, because my chat doesn't always work. Maybe there's something out there, but I don't know what. Oh, wait, I skipped a part. And thank you for sharing, my sir. Back in the day, my mom used to take me to church, and I believed it, but now I guess I'm more agnostic. Maybe there's something out there, but I don't know what. And then he said, goodbye, Mr. Warlocks. Sorry, this is Patrick speaking, I'm on Discord right now. Yeah, be safe, brother. Thanks. Later, Matt. So, Rake, just to address what you said earlier, I think how you mentioned that you're an agnostic right now, I think that's a better place to be in than being in an atheist position where you don't think there's anything, which really takes just as much faith to believe there's something out there than it does to believe there's nothing out there. So it's fine, man. I mean, you are where you are right now. And I will tell you from personal experience that's okay where you are now in the present. It is where you are. And I mean, being in the position of as what you say, an agnostic, or you believe there's something out there, but you don't know what it is or who it is or how to believe in it, whatever. All I will say is be willing. And And all the times when I've been confused or times I've been lost, as it were, as in I don't know what decisions to make, where to go, what to believe in, I've just kind of just tested the waters and tried it out, whatever it is. I mean, in college I had times where I gave up on my faith, and I had like a week. I remember a week where I just said, you know what, I'm not practicing anything. I'm not reading the Bible. I'm not doing anything. And I tried not to believe in God. And a week later, my faith got stronger because God spoke to me through people, through situations. Just be willing to listen and take a risk and talk to God, even if you don't know if He's there. Talk to Him. Talk to whatever's out there. Talk to it. Communicate with it. Share your frustrations. Talk to other people about it. It's faith. It's not the hard thing is it's all about faith, and so you have to take risks in faith. And I mean, that's in every walk of life. There's a degree of faith in taking a chance. There's nothing guaranteed. And so I want to encourage you to just keep talking about it, keep being willing and open, and see what the Holy Spirit, see where life takes you, for sure. Let's see. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Every night I can feel my leg and my arm, even my fingers, the body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're still there. You feel it too, don't you? That sounds like a song. And if it is a song, I'm not very good at song lyrics, but you're welcome to cue us in on that. Hey, thanks, Rake. I am what I am because of him. I give no credit to myself for being a good guy. I mean, Jesus would say, none of us are good. Only God is good. And but I appreciate the encouraging thought. And so a Winston Churchill quote. Yes. Okay. Well, Winston Churchill should have written music because that sounds like a song that someone would write. So. Yeah, it's like a mix of honest truth and depressing thoughts of like, why are we here? Just to suffer? I can feel things and see things, and I've lost things, and yeah. Winston Churchill must have secretly been an edgy emo. He might have been, yeah. I mean, that culture back in the day, they weren't very good at showing their emotions, so he might have been a closet emo, just kind of like keeping it on the down low. And I think deep down, I mean, what is an emo? Is just an emotional person is just a person who takes the filter away. Like, my wife gives me a hard time all the time for sometimes being emotional and getting angry or just letting it out, and I'm like, what is the difference between you and me? The difference between me and her is that she has the strength to keep the emotions inside. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just have to let it out and just let it go. And, there's some people who say they're emotionless, but really deep down, if they were given the opportunity and someone could kind of break down their barriers, they're emos just as much as I am, or just as much as Winston Churchill. So that's all I'll say about that. But, yeah, I think Winston, he said things that people feel, and it's not wrong to feel them. We're humans, and we're going to feel things sometimes. It's the fact that, are we going to let them stop us? Are we going to let those feelings, those negativity stop us from living, stop us from loving others, stop us from loving ourselves? That's when it gets bad. It's not about what you feel, it's what you do with that feeling. And so, just give it up. I want to read 20 verses to you if you guys are willing to listen. I read Proverbs earlier today. I started my devotions earlier this morning, and I'm going to read a little more. But real quick, I'm gonna read what Rake and Sterlosis said. It's hard to be real in this day and age. Everyone is fake, living fake lives on social media. Oh man, that is a great, terrible truth that you just shared. Everyone. Now when you say everyone, it doesn't mean that everyone is actually fake. But so many people are fake. So many people that are using the medium are fake. And I see this when I'll talk to someone, right? I'll see someone at at church, or I'll see someone, like someone in my family, and they will be with the family and be totally disengaged and totally not interacting with anyone, totally sad or depressed. And then I look on their Facebook and they're like, life is awesome, life is amazing, here's a picture of a flower, here's a picture of this or that. And it's just, it can be fake sometimes. It can be really, I don't know, depressing is the right word, but it can be really, I don't know, annoying, or just be like, why even subject myself to that? Because people can be fake, but you know what? There are a lot of people who are real out there. And we have to find those people and just latch onto them and connect with them. In this day and age, we have so many ways, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so many ways to get connected with people. And how many times are we just using it to throw ourselves out there or search for something to make us laugh, which is fine. Laughing's good, being entertained is good. But we could use the social media so much more to interact with people on a personal level, where we're like looking them in the eye. Sure, I can't see you guys in Australia. I can't see my friends in Ohio and all over the US. But like, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking at you. I mean, it sound like it, I don't know. But for me, it's engaging people on a personal level. And if we used social media more to connect with people on a serious, genuine level, it would make a lot of difference. So, all right. You're listening. I'm glad to know you're listening. Thanks for joining us and listening. Yeah, not everyone. Yeah, you're right. Shalosis, but I got 50 retweets. Who's fake now? I will be honest. The other day, someone tweeted something that involved me, because I was on a podcast called The Delvin Cox Experience, and it was just a little clip of me talking about my kids playing Crash Bandicoot. And it got like 45 retweets, and I was just like, oh, I'm a celebrity. Like, that's the thought I had in my head. And then later I was just like, come on. I mean, that's cool that people get to hear that. And, you know, on that episode in particular, I really tried to like share who I am and share about my life through the podcast I was on. But when so many people retweeted it, I was just like, yeah, I'm awesome for like a second. And then I was like, no, you're not. You're just you. It's just people happen to be retweeting it, so it is what it is. Patrick, the live chat in our Discord is great because it's a safe place to talk to each other and listen, and then to continue. I really appreciate when people open up there. Yeah, I'm with you, man. That's when we made the first, like, the OG live chat is in the Married to the Games Discord. When we made that real live chat, that's my favorite channel. And we have that on our Discord, and that's my favorite channel too. One of my favorite channels besides the Dad Joke channel. I mean, I love the Dad Joke channel. It's really good. How do we get on Discord? I'm glad you asked. How do we get on Discord? What is the easiest way? Patrick, help me. I know it's on here. If I go to the Good Morning Guys, pardon me as I disappear for a moment. I'm not disappearing. I'm right here, but I'm not looking at you guys. So I go to server settings. If I go to invites and I go to how do I live? Here's a list. I know, but how do I open it? Invite code. Copy. Let's see. Ow. Look at that. Terry Jack is on it. I knew one of you guys would be on it. Yeah, what I have won't work. Show notes or tweets. Yeah, Patrick, I don't think they know about our show. So, Rake and Sterlosis, just so you know, if you listen to podcasts, the Good Morning Guys, where we talk about a lot of the stuff we're talking about today, Good Morning Guys, and we talk about random stuff too, but the Good Morning Guys. And then my Twitter, where I try to be real most of the time. I will say that sometimes I'm not, but MTTG Brazil Team, you can find me on Twitter there, and you can find the GMG podcast. Because I definitely want to not be tweeting until the end of time, or tweeting them. I will not be streaming until the end of time, so, and we have other things to do. And it's 5 a.m. It's getting close to 5 a.m. You guys need to go to bed. At the GMG podcast, Twitter handles. If you guys use Twitter, which I'm going to guess you do sometimes. You can find us on there. If you use Facebook, Lucas Ham Swisher, Facebook. I don't use it as much, but it's an option. Just throwing out options to you. And when you go to, as Patrick said, to the show notes, those also have our information. So, hey, I see you, Rake. You're following me on Twitter. Thanks. I will follow you as soon as I get on Twitter and look at what's happened. So, anywho, let me read something for you. Every day I try to read an Old Testament, New Testament, and Psalm or Proverb. And I already read the proverb for the day that talked about villains and scoundrels, and it was very negative. We're going to read a positive one that is in Mark chapter 10, and it's just 20 verses, 32 to the end of the chapter. It's kind of long, but it's not really long. I won't read it slowly. But I just want to read it to you because part of this experience today is living life together, and you guys get to experience my life, and it involves sometimes Bible reading. So in Mark chapter 10, verse 32 to 52, it says, "They were on their way up to Jerusalem with Jesus leading the way, and the disciples were astonished, while those who followed were afraid. Again, he took the 12 aside and told them what was going to happen to him. 'We are going up to Jerusalem,' he said, 'and the Son of Man will be betrayed to the chief priests and teachers of the law. They will condemn him to death and will hand him over to the Gentiles, who will mock him and spit on him, flog him and kill him. 3 days later, he will rise.'" I wonder when Jesus was saying that, if he was like nonchalant about it, or if he told it like dramatically. Like, was he emo about it, or was he just like, "Hey, by the way, this is going to happen, just so you know"? Well, however he said it. "Then James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to him. 'Teacher,' they said, 'we want you to do for us whatever we ask.'" What a random question. Hey, just so you know, I'm going to die and suffer and all this stuff. And then Jesus asked, "What do you want to do? What do you want me to do for you?" And they replied, "Let one of us sit at your right and the other at your left in your glory." "You don't know what you're asking," Jesus said. "Can you drink the water I drink or be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with?" "We can," they answered. Jesus said, "You will drink the cup I drink and be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with, but to sit at my right hand or left is not for me to grant. These places belong to those for whom they have been prepared." So Jesus pretty much said, you know how I just told you I'm going to suffer? You're going to also. Sorry about your luck. It just comes with the territory of following me. Not me, but Jesus. And then it says, "When the 10 heard about this, they became indignant with James and John, a little jealous. Jesus called them together and said, 'You know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles and lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many.'" That last verse 45 is very important. "For even the Son of Man, Jesus, did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Pretty much, life's going to be tough, but maybe it'll become a little less tough if we just give in and give our lives for others. I mean, it's already going to be hard anyways. We might as well make it hard for a good reason. So, let me catch up with what people said before I finish the last 12 verses. Hollywood Bones, "I'm ready to play some games if you want, but you've got some good conversations going on that I don't want to interrupt." And then Rake said, "We won't interrupt game time. We understand how important it is to get in some gaming with your bro. I game with Stereo all the time, and I'm way better than him. You're going straight to heck, you boastful son of a..." You guys are funny. Funny. Yeah, Bones, let me just finish reading this, and then we'll jump on and do some gaming for about an hour or so. You think about what you want to... I'm looking at this like I'm talking to you. Patrick, think about what you want to play. If you want to start a way out, or if you want to play Overwatch, and then let me know, okay? Last little bit. "Then they came to Jericho as Jesus and his disciples, together with a large crowd, were leaving the city. A blind man, Bartimaeus, was sitting by the roadside begging. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout, 'Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me.' Many rebuked him and told him to be quiet, but he shouted all the more, 'Son of David, have mercy on me.' Jesus stopped and said, 'Call him.' So they called to the blind man, 'Cheer up, on your feet, he's calling you.' Throwing his cloak aside, he jumped to his feet and came to Jesus. 'What do you want me to do for you?' Jesus asked him. The blind man said, 'Rabbi, I want to see.' 'Go,' Jesus said, 'your faith has healed you.' Immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus along the road." Good story. The blind man asked for an obvious thing that he needed. He was blind, so he needed to see. And I think all of us, we have those limitations. And I think what I get from it, like reading it to you guys, not to preach or to give some kind of truth or whatever, like when I read that, I think God wants me to bring my needs to him and see what he does. I might have to go through some struggles. I might have to get through some people to do it. You know, there were a lot of people trying to stop the blind man from getting his sight back for whatever their reasons were, whether they were good, bad. But communicating with Christ and asking him for help, asking God, giving him a chance to prove himself, to show his presence in our lives by taking the risk and asking in faith for him. I think it's a good risk to take, and it's worth it because, I mean, sure, we're gonna spend a lot of our time doing lots of different things, so we might as well spend some time trying to see if what this stuff says and talks about is real. So thanks for joining me in that, guys and gals. If you have any other questions or any other thoughts, shoot. I don't know if my chat's working because sometimes it just stops randomly. Check. Working? Cool. Yeah. So, yeah. I also have Leviticus, but I'm not breaking out Leviticus today. I'll bring it out later and listen to that. Hey, Rick, thanks for hanging out with us, man. It was a nice surprise to have some Australian guys, some new friends to join us. Check out the podcast. Find us, converse with us on the Discord, Twitter. I occasionally stream, not very much. This is the most and longest I've streamed all year long. But yeah, it was cool to connect with you guys and to talk about faith and all that jazz. So I hope the same, for sure. All right, Patrick, I gave you lots of time to think of a game. So what are you doing? What's going on? Still waiting patiently. Sorry, I'm reading. A way out. Let's do it. I'm getting on now. So here's how it's going to work. Those that are on here, Terra Jacked, looks like, I don't think Arctic Warlocks is there, Beamers. Whoever's on here, you're welcome to follow Hollywood Bones. I think he's going to stream it because I'm going to keep my live stream up and try to position my camera so you can kind of see me and kind of see the TV because I'm streaming myself today and not the games I'm playing. But if you want to join us, you can for that. As long as it looks like it's trying to mess up, so. Is it messing up? That makes sense, Mel. You have fun watching a movie. We're going to take things out of the dining room and into the living room. I'm going to plug my phone in there so it doesn't die. I'm going to take my computer to continue the chat. And, trying to break my stuff. As you look at my forehead, I'm like a grandpa. Oh my gosh. All right, let's put this here. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put this. Yeah, I don't know yet. I do need to plug it in though because this is using lots of juice to stream all this. Get the computer there. Turn off the lights. Just wiping off the table real quick. my wallet. I need to turn on the TV. Watching games isn't really my thing. That's fine, Mel. Those look like some nice loafers or Crocs. They are, I guess you'd call them loafers. Nice little slippers. Earlier today, I had asked everyone if I could wear socks with sandals or slippers, and they all said slippers. No socks and sandals. Why does nobody love socks and sandals? I love socks and sandals. They're the best. Am I right? Anyone? Socks and sandals? Probably not. It's all good. I know I'm a big loser. Where are my remotes? There they are. Hey-oh! Wow, 13. That's the all-time high. Welcome, people, to my all-day stream. You're about to watch me play A Way Out with someone, with Patrick Novosel. I'm going to trying to figure out how to position this to where I can still talk to you and you can kind of see me play. I can do this. And then, oh, that's not going to work because I know what to do. We're going to change the lighting. I know what to do. This isn't my first rodeo. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. How's this? Except you get like I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to show the screen, but I don't know if it's worth showing the screen. What do you think? No, I don't need the light on behind, right? Yeah, that's better. Nice. All right. Again, if you guys would rather watch, yeah, there was 13 people, and then half of them were like, nope, not watching this. This guy's not doing anything exciting. Let's see. I want to go to PS4, and I need to respond to Patrick Novosel. Nope. All right. So, check. Still gonna try to chat and play. All right. I'm gonna try to chat and play. We'll see what happens. I don't think I can figure out how to get my TV and my face on it. Maybe I can. What if I put it back like back here? So you can kind of see the TV, right? Oh yeah, that's okay. Can you hear me? Check. Can you hear what I'm saying? While I play TV? While I play TV. While I play a game? I mean, you know, you can see half my face. I'll turn it more this way. So, let's see what this is all about. Ah! Patrick, I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, Patrick. Try again. Press the wrong button. I knocked myself out of the game. Hello, if you can see me. Hey, feel free to chat while I'm playing. What do I press? Maybe Patrick does it. Patrick, you gotta tell me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Are we supposed to talk together? Should I plug in my voice thing? Give me 1 second. Somehow I have 10 people on here listening to me. It is live. Resident Evil 2 playthrough. I need to change this to... There we go. Join. Chat working? No idea. Again, if you want to go to Chat's channel, Hollywood Bones, check him out. Hello. Good morning, my brother. How are you? My day has been quite interesting and fun and crazy. All right. What screen is your game on? All right. Yep, there it's working. Connected with Hollywood Bones. Yeah.
Hey Vincent, what's your plan after this? I don't know. Haven't really thought about it. You haven't thought about it? That must be a first for you, Mr. Overthinker. There's a difference between overthinking things and being smart, Leo. Are you implying that I'm not smart? Your words, not mine. Hey, I might not be smart in your book.
You don't know how to get it?
You're done. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, you've played it before, right? Right. Alright, so you're going to be Leo Caruso, armed robbery, 6 months out of 7 years, confident, short-tempered, joker. That sounds like you. Oh yeah, and then orphanage, turned to crime. Yeah, stealing a famous diamond, and then everything went wrong. Who am I? I'm a fraud, embezzlement, murderer. Alright. I'm about to serve 14 years. I'm rational, disciplined, and reserved. Yeah, that sounds like me. After earning a college degree in financing, I married my high school sweetheart, settled on a job in banking. Oh, and then I got drawn into organized crime. Look out.